So it is currently 12:26. There we go. It's 12:26. It was Saturday night, but I guess it's Sunday now. And I was just laying in bed, kind of having a little bit of FOMO, honestly. I've just been scrolling on Instagram and TikTok for the past few hours and just seeing everybody out having fun, which is honestly nice to see. And it's not even that I'm at the place where it's like, oh, I wish I could be out there with him and having fun. Because it's like, I've been going out a lot lately and it's really fun. And it's not even like I necessarily want to go out more, but I guess I really just am looking to connect. And I don't even necessarily want to connect in a club setting. Like, I'm a person where I love intimate, deep one on one or like just a small group connection. And I guess the easiest path of least resistant place to go to have that type of connection with, like, I guess I wouldn't say like minded, but similar in age, race type of thing. It's like clubs and stuff like that. But like honestly, that's not even really too much of my speed. Like anybody I meet there, I don't ever really take them serious. I don't really like they're probably a cool person, but I don't ever feel like we really get to that depth that I'm really like seeking or really wanting from any type of interaction. Um yeah, I don't really know where I was going with that, but yeah, I was just having a little bit of FOMO. It says my computer restarted because of the problem. Okay. Sorry. But yeah, I just was kind of feeling some FOMO and I just felt like I wanted somebody to talk to, and I've been scrolling for the past few hours. Like I was super tired from the gym, so that's why I was scrolling because I really just needed to decompress and debrief. Um and then after that I was just scrolling because I kind of just wanted somebody to talk to, and I was like on the phone for a few, like talking to some people that I talked to. Um But I don't know, I guess I was just still wanting that kind of deep connection or like that just kind of conversation. So I just like closed my phone and excuse me, I'm still trying to get over my little sickness, but I just closed my phone and I just kind of sat with myself in silence and just breathed in that like one deep breath where I just sat with myself and sat with the feelings that I was feeling, instead of like, even though I wasn't intentionally avoiding my feelings by scrolling, it kind of was just what I was doing in the moment. So um it just felt good to kind of just sit there and breathe and just acknowledge how I was feeling, excuse me, in the moment. And I was like, let me just, because I started this channel to document my life and honestly to just talk and to express myself. And while I was sitting there laying in the bed, I was like, okay, I'm like, usually I just sit and think about whatever's been on my mind or whatever I feel like I've been avoiding, because I'm in a very like, I think I'm in a kind of like in a fork in the road right now. I have a lot of transition going on in my life, and I'm kind of just trying to navigate it as gracefully as possible. And yeah, I was just sitting in my bed thinking about that when I had got off of my phone from scrolling. But I was like, instead of just sitting here thinking, which is what I usually do, let me just get up and talk about how I'm feeling. So yeah, I'm in the kitchen right now because my computer's in the kitchen, but I kind of wanted to go in my room and just kind of lay in the bed and like and be in the dark and talk, but obviously I didn't want to start the video in the dark. But yeah, I'm just kind of really in this transition point and I just don't really know where my life is going to go. And even though I'm not necessarily scared or worried, I'm just wondering if these moves, even though these moves that don't seemingly make sense to me, on the outside. I'm just wondering how they're all going to work together, you know? Because I know that they are going to work together. So I'm just kind of just wondering how are all these random moving parts that things that I want to experience in my life, how are they all going to work together to something that kind of makes sense? I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of just really wondering where my life is going and what to kind of expect, especially for these next few years, because I feel like getting out of high school and growing up, you kind of really have a set expectation of what to expect, like college, work, relationships, things like that. But when the world is changing and everything is kind of up in the air and a lot of stuff is kind of really different than it seemed growing up, I'm just kind of left with these feelings of, okay, well, what do I really want from my life? And, like, what do I actually want? Not what society tells me I should want. And I feel like that's something as a 23-year-old young lady that I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm just like, even the things that I know that I truly do want to experience, I don't really think that, and I don't know because God's timing is His timing. I don't really know what He has in store for me at this time, but the things that I really do want, I don't really feel like I don't think it's a me thing, but I think it's a timing thing. Like, I don't think the timing of it is right now. So I feel like I'm at this place of, okay, so even though this is something that I really want, like for example, marriage and kids and things like that, even though that's something that I desire, I'm just like, I kind of expected it to be something that I experienced early in my life, like maybe in my early 20s. Not even in my early 20s, but just like in my mid 20s, maybe my later 20s. But I feel like now I'm at the point where like everything in life is just, I don't know, so up in the air. And a lot of things are so kind of like different now that I'm just like, okay, that could really happen at any point in my life sooner or later. So I'm just like, well, what do I want to do in the meantime? And I know that career is a really big thing too. And I feel like that's another thing where it's like the 9 to 5 has always been like the standard thing. But also with like the job market in the US and all that, it's just like, what do I focus my time and energy on? What do I want to pour my time and energy into? I need to go get in bed. I'm just sitting here like, I'm like, I don't know how to describe it. But I need some chapstick. But yeah, anyway, I'm at this fork in the road and I'm just trying to figure out like how to be content in this in between time, in this uncertainty where I don't know where my life is going and I don't know like all the things that I thought were not even set in stone but kind of have some type of certainty to it. They're not gone, but they don't really have that same type of certainty to them anymore. So I'm just like, what do I kind of not cling to, but what do I, like, I hope I'm making sense. Being young, man, it is a blessing to be young and to figure out your life, but the unconventional path is definitely not easy. And yeah, I feel like I'm definitely at the place where I am more content and I'm not super worried or anxious all the time, but I can't help but wonder like, this is my life, I'm living it. Like, I feel like and this could just be my perspective as a woman, but I feel like for guys it's kind of easier to just go with the flow, not really worry about what's going on from the day to day or like where you'll be. But like I don't know, for me that it really matters to me, even though I'm not super attached to outcomes or anything, but I just kind of wonder like what will I be doing? What will my life be like? What will like I don't know, because I feel like I grew up with all these things that I thought my life would be like, and I feel like all of those things are like not out the window, but definitely not what I expected or how I imagined them to be. So it's just like my future is really the unknown. So it's like there's so many possibilities, there's so many ways it can go, which is very exciting. And I know I recognize that that's a very good place to be because that opens God up to surprising me to so many better outcomes than I could even imagine for myself, which is like, okay, peak place to be in theory. But when you're actually there and with the uncertainty and not knowing where your life is going, and like knowing that you have all these interests but not knowing how to like make them work together or like knowing how to pursue them, it's definitely it's just a lot to wonder about and a lot to think about, especially when you see a lot of other people your age in social media. And I know I shouldn't be comparing myself, but it's like everybody's on social media, you're seeing everything. But it's like everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people kind of seem like they have some type of direction. And obviously we all know nobody has it figured out, even our parents, even our grandparents. But it's like there's no denying that people have direction, even if it's not something that they definitely want to do. And maybe kind of not having that on the outside, because I feel like I definitely do have direction, but it's not so outwardly to the point where people can be like, oh, this is what she's doing and this is how what this like. I don't feel like the stuff that I'm doing is like you can super put a label on it, so it's like, okay, I don't know. But yeah, I know I'll be okay and I know everything will be fine. But I just want to document these moments of like my thought process and what I'm going through as a 23-year-old girl trying to figure out her life and just live right, and but also like not like live right with the relationship with God, not the super religious, because I feel like I've gotten sucked into that as well. So it's just like I'm really trying to just find my footing. I'm really trying to just find my footing, and I feel like obviously when you're young, a lot of people around you influence you, your family, your friends, relationships, things like that. I don't feel like I'm easily influenced, but I do feel like there's a lot of things that like just being around a lot of other people that kind of affected the why can I not say that kind of have affected how I conduct myself and how I feel like I should show up. So I'm kind of like trying to take the things that people have taught me that resonate with me, but also leaving the things that kind of I feel like constrain me or kind of put me in a place of kind of performing for that relationship that I'm not really in anymore, in any relationship, like friendships, relationships, like anything. So I feel like trying to kind of get a grasp on who I am and also just like what I want to do, and just also go with the flow and not put too much pressure on myself, because I know that's something that I am very prone to as well, just putting a lot of pressure on myself to feel like I need to have it figured out, or I need to have some type of direction, I need to be consistent at everything and consistently working towards something. And it's like, yes, but also live. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I recorded another video yesterday doing groceries and stuff, but it didn't, I don't know why it didn't save. But I guess maybe I wasn't meant to upload whatever I was talking about. But is my first apartment. I think I'm gonna be moving out soon. I think been here since November of 2025, and it's May. So how many months is that? 7, almost 8. So I really enjoyed it, but I think I'm gonna be moving soon. And although I kind of don't want to move, I know that you can't have everything at once. And I'm glad that I got to experience having my own apartment and having my own space. I feel like I really don't want to move because I don't really want to move all my stuff. Just kind of seems like a hassle, but I don't have that much stuff, so that's a plus. But yeah, I'm just excited to see where life's taking me. I mean, I guess I know where I'll be for the next 6 months after this. I don't really want to reveal too much or speak on it too much too soon, but yeah, I'm excited, but I'm also a little nervous and a little. What do you call it when you're wondering about something? Not, I don't feel anxious necessarily, but I'm ready to see where it'll take me. And if it'll take me closer to where I want to be, or if I know it'll be a lesson. I know it'll teach me something that I didn't know before. I know that I'll meet new people. I know that I'll have a new experience. I'll be in a different country that I haven't lived in for 6 months at least. So I know I'll definitely have a new experience. I'll get to enjoy my family members more and bond with them while they're young, my nieces and nephews, and be of support to my sister. So that's all good. But I hope that I'll also be able to at least find a few friends or just be able to have some type of social life there. Um, I hope there's other black people there. Point blank, I hope that there is. Even though, I have nothing opposed to other races, but I just feel like it's kind of easier to relate to your own people. But, or at least other Americans. That would be really nice. But, yeah, I just really hope that you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I know that I'm gonna have a good time, and I know it's just the fear of the unknown. I don't know why I feel like low key emotional. I feel like I'm getting tired and like emotional right now. Like I don't know why. I don't even necessarily feel like maybe it's just the like I don't know. I always grew up in one house, and this was my first move ever. And it's like, okay, I'm about to be moving again, and it's just like a lot of transition. And I guess it's putting things into perspective. Like, wow, like I'm actually getting older, and I'm making decisions for myself, and I'm responsible for them. And that's fun, that's cool, but it's also like, okay, where is this gonna take me? And I hope that it leads me to some type of stability or security. And experience. Honestly, I feel like at this point, I'm just living my life to experience things that I want to experience. Obviously, I have goals and things that I want to reach, but I feel like at this point in time, it's very important to just experience the things in life that you want to experience. And that's where I'm at with it. I'm kind of sleepy now. This was a good talk. Yeah, I'm just excited to see where life takes me. I really hope that this next season is enjoyable and oh, and hopefully I think I'll be able to there's some wolf farms in the area of where I will be staying in the other country, so maybe I'll be able to do a little bit of that. But yeah, I just hope that I will be able to have a good time because I remember when I was traveling to like Italy when I was in high school and stuff, like I was younger, I wasn't really wanting to super have a social life. But now that I'm older and I'm able to, experience different things, like I want to be able to do that. So, yes. But I just hope that I. Hello? Oh, just hope that I get to meet cool people and build good relationships and just have a fun time. I just want to have a good time and not feel like, even though I don't feel like I'm going to be uprooting my life and putting my life on hold for other people because I want to be able to spend time with my, like, there's not, honestly, like, the more that I'm growing up, even though I don't really want to live with my family, there's nothing that's really more important than my family. And even though I do need to take time to kind of figure out who I am without them and reintroduce myself to them, like, I think cultivating and spending time with my family and rebuilding those relationships is honestly like most important. Like going out and meeting other people, it's cool and stuff like that, but I just feel like I know that these people these people I know that they love me, so it's like I kind of would rather spend my time and energy on them, knowing that they will love me and support me and have my back, than spend my time and energy on people who I would think that they love me and support me and have my back, but could definitely more likely than not find out that that's not the case, unfortunately. But yeah, I just really hope that I have a good time. I know that I will. I just don't really know what to expect. I just don't really know what to expect. So, but, I know I'm gonna have a good time because I'll be able to spend time with my sister and cook for my nieces and nephews and take them to the park and have fun with them and watch movies and watch all the black movies and watch all the movies that my sister has been asking me. Do you know this movie? Do you know this reference? No, I don't because I was born in the 2000s. Okay, I don't know those references. I don't know those movies. Okay, I'm sorry. So you're gonna have to teach me. But yeah. Why does this keep saying software? But yeah, so I'm just excited and also just a little nervous. Transition is a lot, and I just don't know where I'm gonna end up. So, but I know the one who knows. I know the one who knows. So that's just what I have to hold on to. I know the one who knows. So, yeah. I got my hair greased up and braided up so that my ends will be nice and nourished. But yeah, I'm glad I came in here just to speak real quick and talk real quick and get whatever I had off my chest. Excuse me, off my chest. But yeah, this is definitely. Obviously I'm gonna have some vlogs and stuff too, but this is definitely just gonna be like my diary where I'm just talking about my life and what I'm going through. And I don't even know who's gonna watch this. Maybe I'll build a community on here, people who like can see themselves in me and see, like, just get relief that to know they're not the only one who's trying to figure out their life in 2026 after having all these kind of dreams as a child, and then growing up to like see how the world has changed, and you kind of have to pivot your expectations and your desires. Obviously never ever let go of your dreams, but you have to learn how to hold on to them in a way that allows you to hold on to them without being discouraged. So that's what I'm learning. And yeah, so I hope that whoever's watching this, that this provides you with some relief, because I definitely get relief from watching other people just talk about their experience and what they're going through, because it helps me feel like I'm not as alone in my own experience. But I also hope to watch these back one day and just see where I was at and see where my mind frame was at and watch myself grow up, because I feel like growing up, I always longed and desired to have somebody to grow up with. And even though I do feel like I have significant people in my life who I love, who I feel like I'm growing up with, I will always be here with myself, regardless of who else is with me or not. So I think it's important to just learn how to document these moments and speak about them and articulate them well, and just show up and speak up and talk and express yourself, and not be afraid to show where you are confused, or when you have direction, or sad, or when you're happy, or just show up and show who you are and just show your life, so that like you can look back on this and just see how far you come. Like, I remember growing up, my parents used to have these VHS tapes. I think my grandpa was recording of like my sister and my sisters when they were younger, and just documenting their life and the birthdays and all those things. And in this age of social media, we have stories and Instagrams and all that stuff, but the long form videos of the intimate gatherings and the thoughts and the late night convos at 12:53 on a Sunday, May 24th, 2026, like the year of the Lord. I really need some chapstick. I keep looking at my lips. But yeah, hopefully one day I'll be able to watch this back and witness myself coming of age. I'm sorry, I'm realizing why I was feeling emotional earlier is because, like, I feel like I'm watching myself grow up. I'm literally watching myself grow up. Like, even just looking at myself Oh, I need a napkin. Even just looking at myself, like, in this camera, speaking. Look at myself in the eye, I'm just like, wow. You're so beautiful. And you've come so far, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm just so proud to witness how far you've come. Like, I'm constantly always wanting somebody else to witness me, or wanting somebody else to grow with, or just grow up with, but it's just like, bro. I'm watching myself grow up. And I feel like I kind of even had to get older to realize that, but it's just like, man, I've gone through so much. I've been through so many stages of life. And I'm so young, and I know I have so much more ahead, and it's just like, it's exciting, it's a blessing, it is. I'm sorry, I just need to look at myself for a moment. Like, I just feel like, wow, like, Zaria, you've come so far. It just makes me so emotional just looking at myself. Like, Zaria, you've come so far. Like, look at you. Look at you, Zaria. You're so beautiful. And this is not even like, not even like, I don't even want to come off as conceited or anything, but it's just like, when you see yourself after just like not seeing yourself for so long, and just seeing all the stuff that you've been through, and just seeing how you conduct yourself now, and seeing how you it just makes me I just feel proud. And it's not even necessarily for anything that I've tangibly done. And I think that's okay. You know what it is? I'm proud of who I've become. Oh, God. I think I'm really just proud of who I've become and who I'm becoming. And I'm still so young. I still have so much life ahead of me, but when I get on this camera and I look at myself and I look at myself speaking and I just think back over my life. I hate to go to sleep, but thank you for being here with me. Hopefully I can get over these allergies and this cold soon. Actually, speaking of allergies, I'm about to take some allergy medicine right now. I'm just very proud. Very proud. Alright. See you next time. Thanks for listening.